So welcome back, ladies and gents, and welcome to the Battlefield EMS1 Group C. We are almost finding out who'll be joining the likes of Fnatic, Dignitas, and a hell of a lot of other incredible teams in the offline finals, and we're into the final game of today. How are you feeling about this one?
I feel like it's going to be like what we've seen all day today. I mean, this is a rematch up of what we saw the first match of the day. We saw uMAV versus CPLAY. We're going to see it again here. We're going to see a little bit of different maps, but let's just remind you the scores that were in the uMAV CPLAY game as I get my hand-dandy paper out. 79 in the first map for uMAV on Siege, Shanghai.
I think we should look at the brackets while we do this because they're almost going live.
We can
so
do that
let's
as well.
throw those up real quick there, but do take me through that.
And also 105 on Dawnbreaker for uMAV. Ooh. Game wasn't even close. So CPLAY, they did 2-0 and Faculty in the lower half bracket, but they have to do something completely different this time if they want to be able to pull this one out.
Yeah, they certainly do, and I think the teams are ready, and the first map will be Operation Locker, so certainly a new thing to our eyes and to both of these teams, at least against each other. So let's not waste too much time. Let's get straight into game here, and let's see what's going down so far. So, already on the US side, it will be CPLAY, the team with everything to do, and uMAV now fighting to stay in this one on the Russian side. And already we are seeing the US team of CPLAY with that 2-1 hold here, but it looks like that C site has been swung around by uMAV, so looking pretty good. But look at A, already up in the air to see who's going to walk away with this one. At the moment, it looks like CPLAY may claim this, but for how long?
We're going to find it here momentarily as we do have uMAV going in towards B. Just to remind you guys, this is actually CPLAY's map choice. Second map would be on Dawnbreaker, and third map would be on Zavod, which we already saw uMAV obviously play earlier on today. And right now we're seeing Sneaky going a 1v1 duel out here towards the spawn and actually gets the kill on the loose. So even getting the revive on top of that actually might open up the control of A as they're actually getting control of B at the same time. We might see a tri-cap come in here in just a second because if you look at the spawns, CPLAY are coming in towards A as well. And Sneaky, he's doing what his name says. He's just hiding inside this corridor, waiting for anyone to push against him. And right now, it's committing a lot of time.
Yeah, but great play coming from AIM and Hunter on that B site, taking down Delarco and opening up B, so at least retaining one. And they're in a great spot to hold down A. They may have just lost at least one of their players. I think that was Cyber, and actually Y will follow suit, so that's not ideal, but still, they could easily take over C. And I think they're going to try and do that. They have the quicker route for now. If they maybe got a player watching mid, Hunter playing quite passively is not going to be able to support them through that mid connection. So AIM could be in trouble if he doesn't actually manage to stick down here. If Hunter had pushed up a touch, they'd have really dominated the half of the map. But right now, we are seeing uMAV already edging across, making a bit of a move towards B.
We do have actually Hunter pick up that kind of Delarco right there, trying to go for that little bit of a rotate around B, doing what Delarco typically does. Asterix, he's waiting for him. No, he's currently in there. Actually, we actually do see him on our screens back away just a little bit. And right now, we're seeing CPLAY actually come out very strong. This is very not what I expected, considering how the past results were, but they're definitely putting my foot in my mouth right now for me and doing a fantastic job right now. They're going to cap B back over for themselves. They're going to maintain this 2-cap here, but right now we're seeing uMAV make a play on the outside.
Yeah, AIM now has to go pretty big. He doesn't manage to pull it off. C will be swinging over into uMAV's favor. We haven't got a clear route yet for CPLAY to get over towards A. Actually, finally, taking down the likes of Asterix has opened that up. They should be able to get A, but at what cost? They've left B completely open. Delarco straight away noticing that and getting over there, but they're winning the battles on A. They should be able to split this one over towards their favor here and actually lock that one down, but they've not actually picked it up yet, so this will be a trip cap. They were almost kind of forgetting that they'd completely opened up that A site, and now they're in trouble. Those tickets are going to start getting away from them here. They've got a good setup for A. They should really start using that outer push towards C, but they're just challenging flat out, and we know that uMAV can win these one-on-ones.
Yes, they can even win 1-on-3s if they really need to right now, but Batten just trying to get on top of this this hillside. Actually going to be flanking around towards A. In the meantime, as B going to be capped over for C players. They have 3 men there, but we do have a 3-man squad out of uMAV. They're trying to contest it here. Delarco does get a 1-for-1 trade with Cyber here, but Asterix is going to be coming around from the other side, as well as Marcy coming in to help out. Unfortunately, he does get taken down, and the lead honestly isn't that big in favor of uMAV currently. It's only like that because of the tri-cap that we saw happen just earlier on, and Batten now trying to play in that same spot. Sneaky was in, does get naded down. And that will still be a 2, actually no, it'll be a 2-cap in favor of CPLAY now.
Yeah, these guys are really doing work. They're picking up the kills when they need to. Hopefully they're going to expect that back spawn coming in, and it's just the lack of insight to pick up C that is possibly even holding them back further here. Even though they're doing really well, it's all even at the moment. They're picking up kills on B, they're holding them down. Finally, Cyber realizes that C is up for grabs, so he's going to split over there. A is safe for now. But now we are going to see finally this push coming out of uMAV. They might want to put their attention back towards C for a small amount of time, but actually the respawns coming in for CPLAY will be looking to defend that. They've got 3 players on A, 2 on C, they're going to be looking to hold this one now. They're in a good spot to do it as well, as long as they don't overestimate the forces going to either side. CPLAY need to take down Delarco, though, because he is pretty much doing the job on his own in a 1v2. He's now being pressured. He will not pick up the kill. 3 players, however, had to be committed towards C from the CPLAY side, and they could lose A from this with very, a long run towards picking up C as well.
Very well could. We have Astrix there, going to be actually throwing that nade in, looking for the kill. They're not going to get it just yet, but we do have only... Well, we do have a 2-cap in favor right now of uMAV, as B is being contested right now from both sides. You can see a 2-man squad from both teams. uMAV actually going to clear this one out, but Sneaky goes down, and that leaves AIM there if he wants to be able to push in for this, because he's right on top of it. And it's so weird is that uMAV, they're 7 for 10 on Operation Locker, and CPLAY are 1 for 2.
Yeah, this is a gutsy play from CPLAY, to say the very least, and actually right now, I think it's working for them. They have a good 2-to-1 hold. They're holding on to B. It may not be the normal setup, but they were making it work for a good bit of time. However, Hunter and Butts now need to go pretty damn big to be able to keep this in their hands, and actually they're not winning those one-on-ones. A is still fairly vulnerable, though, and they might start deciding to negate B and then just start making sure they pick up A, because I say they should be doing this, but they're actually winning these one-on-ones, and they've just dominated Astrix and Sneaky. And they're in a good spot to hold down B. Those tickets are looking good for them here.
They are, and you're seeing a lot of uMAV commit time over towards B as well. I mean, they have A. C is pretty much left wide open right now. There's one man there to defend against it, Cyber, but they're really not trying to contest against it. And uMAV getting a backspot on a B, trying to go for that as well, trying to send 2 men around here to get the flank, and they do get the kills they finally need. They are going to be able to cap B over here momentarily, and that means CPLAY has to make a push somewhere else.
Yeah, if they get the respawns on Cyber and maybe play around the back towards the northeast of this map, use the really long rotate, they would have been in a good spot then. But they've gone for the close one. They really like this B site. They don't even want to take A. And this could be their downfall almost, because you can already see Sneaky going on the long rotate. He's going to be probably taking down Cyber if they don't expect this push. But actually, he gets picked up. But it's still a 2-to-1 hold now in favor to uMAV. And with little to no pressure on A, they can pretty much lock down this midsection and just leave the CPLAY guys out in the cold.
I've never seen this spot actually used by Cyber, or by anyone that Cyber's currently sitting on. It's really interesting. Actually gives him a nice little bit of a height advantage coming into this, and he hasn't been spotted just yet up there, which gives him even more advantage when we do see uMAV finally go for the push on the C, which Delarco is going to be going for. And I want to tag on with him really quickly just to see if he does notice him up there. And actually, he doesn't see him. Actually, I think he actually dropped down, so it doesn't matter in the end anyways, but he's going to keep pushing up here. He's going to look for the second kill. They're going to get C off this. They're going to get a tri-cap here, and this is very dangerous because uMAV are able to hold on to A. They have the respawns coming in at B, and they need to get someone over there quickly, and Marcy's going to be the man to do it. Yeah,
and the important exchange there was actually by A on occasion. They lost 2 players. They went for that long split, but they completely lost those one-on-ones, so it was not going their way. But now CPLAY should be able to get B quite possibly if they get one respawn maybe on AIM to just give them a little bit of support here. And actually, Butts splitting around towards the north side there to try and challenge it out. He will be picked up, and Asterix doing a really good job now on B. But they are slowly looking towards A, but those tickets are going to start getting really, really close, and a big poignant factor here now because, uMAV are set up now, but they're not in the usual positions, but it's working. They've got the tri-cap, and they're pretty much pinning CPLAY down to the south side of the map, and they're not even being able to convert that B site from it.
It seems like they finally gained the control that they were looking for throughout this entire game. It's been really shaky for uMAV. I mean, if you just look at past results, what we expected, and right now they finally have control of A and C, and they had great control at B. Actually, they even get the kill on the B, getting Hunter killed off. And we're seeing CPLAY get the back spawn here onto A and C.
Perfect spawn for them because really looking at where uMAV are, they're quite far out. They have no players present on C, as we did see Delarco going down, so really why should be able to convert that one? But they need to focus on being able to get in towards this A site. Only one player was present there, but they took so long to get around it, and they're just going in drips and drabs. They've just been picked up, wiped out by Marzu, and they probably won't be able to hold on to C now as well because they've given uMAV so much time. So this could be another trip cap if, Y doesn't pick up these 2 kills.
Well, Delarco, he's going to push in right now, and I think... Yeah, Luce, unfortunately, not going to get those kills. You need to take down that tri-cap. Going to be able to hold for a little bit here. We do have B going to be taken over here by Baden. Can he do anything about it? No, he gets taken down. And now Sneaky's going to give his chance here to try to push in. He does get 1 kill, but they're actually going to let, I would imagine, B slip away and just kind of regroup here and pick up the kills they need, because with 10 tickets remaining, every kill is really mattering right now. It's really being impactful. And right now, if you look at the kills, 64 to 48, uMAV are doing it.
Yeah, it was a slow start for them. But once they found their footing, they really got strong in this one. They got the sites, they were winning the one-on-ones, they really stepped up their game from before, and that's exactly what they needed. B should be theirs as well. There we have it, 62 tickets in advantage. That's pretty damn huge here. And I almost feel bad for CPLAY then, because they started out so well, but then they kind of forgot about half of the sites. You know, they almost ignored C completely. They were so focused on taking over B, which can be one of the more gifted sites on occasion with that back spawn, that they kind of left it, you know, up in the air a lot of the time. And, you know, you don't want to give uMAV a chance like that. They're not going to kind of rest on their laurels. They'll immediately take up a opportunity like that one. So they picked up C, they picked up A, and they were very uncontested on them.
CPLAY seemed flustered in my mind. I mean, because you're right. I mean, they had some great kills. They actually were on a really nice spree. So they were able to pick up quite a few flags. I think they even had a tri-cap at one point. But
yes,
then they just couldn't kill anymore. They just were getting picked off left and right. They couldn't just 1v1 uMAV anymore. And I really wonder why. But it was well played by CPLAY. But they have to come into this next round with a 62-point deficit, which is going to be very, very tough to go up against, especially with uMAV here to really kind of lock down their spot into the offline finals. And funny enough, if they do actually get there, they will have qualified second in their group, and forever second will stick even more true.
Yeah, and the best thing is we were adamant uMAV were going to walk this group. That's the surprising thing. You know, it's
we didn't learn anything off yesterday.
Yeah, pretty much. We like those children who like kind of like goldfish, you know what I mean? They just swim around and they don't ever quite pick up on anything, bless them. But we probably should learn that.
This is a really big body of water to swim through.
Ooh.
It just never ends.
This is great. But no, at the moment, obviously a little bit of a surprise already, seeing MYM being the first to qualify from Group C. And obviously this game defining who will be joining them, whether it be CPLAY or uMAV. And off the start, we thought certainly CPLAY were ready to fight, but uMAV drew it back at the end, and they will be sitting with a 62 ticket advantage now. So, well, I don't know. I don't know if they can do it here. If, you know, if uMAV get off to a good start and they get the sites they want and they get it locked down, they're in a great spot to carry on here.
Very true, and I really don't know what's going to happen this time, because CPLAY, they have a lot of work to cut out from here, because if we think about the next map we're going to, Dawnbreaker, these two teams played on it just a little bit earlier on today in the first match of the day, and uMAV came out with a 105 ticket lead in that one in that first half. So obviously CPLAY got to pick up this map, or at least need to pick up this map to feel confident going into potentially a map number 3. And you're seeing uMAV, they have capped out B. They're going for a cap out on a C right now, and I believe they're actually losing that battle.
Yeah, big kill coming for Asterix there. Taking down Hunter on the point is absolutely massive. So they'll get the 2-1. And you have to look how minimal the force defending A was. That was actually only 2 players, and they actually might lose out on that, as Y is now in trouble. The respawns are coming in towards B for CPLAY, but still, A is going to be lost here unless these guys win the one-on-ones. Delarco doing work. He's taken down both of them. Going to get the revives, going to pick up A, hold on to C, and just pin down CPLAY to that B site if they can even grab that.
And they're trying to hold on to it, but Marasu just going to pretty much force his way into this. He's going to hold B for a little bit longer. A's going to be capped over. They're going to have this tri-cap. They're going to lock down B for even a little bit longer here. And we're going to see a nice, huge bleed coming in for uMAV here. And remember, 62 tickets. So obviously you can't really afford to lose out on too many here. But right now, CPLAY, they have to keep something back. And it looks like finally B will be... You know, I'm not even going to say it will be, because right now you see uMAV still spawning in here, waiting for the people to get back in. And it looks like uMAV going to come out ahead.
Yeah, it really does at the moment, which is quite worrying, really. Curious gun choices coming out as well for uMAV. The Ace 52 in play for Marzu there, and we see that kind of replicated throughout a lot of this map. We actually still see a Scar H in play for Y, so interesting, you know, picks from these guys. No AEKs, however, as we do see B finally going over towards CPLAY. They're looking to convert it on towards A. They're in a great spot to do so. AIM getting there real early, just, you know, pushing back Delarco, not allowing them in towards the site. They've gone for a 4-man stack here. Make it 3 now, as we do see one of the players going down. I believe that was AIM, but Hunter picking up the kind of, you know, the mantle there and carrying it on. 2-1 hold out to CPLAY. But they need to be able to lock this down. They need to slow down the gameplay and bring this back into their favor, because they are down a good chunk of tickets now.
And uMAV, they're finally getting their full respawns in, and we can take a look at the overview map, see where it's really going to come down. It looks like it's going to be over towards A here. And AIM, he's here to defend against it, but unfortunately he does go down to grenade here. Now we're going to see Luce try to do this one, as he does take down Delarco, but there's still 1 man towards the backside. They can get those respawns on top of it, and Asterix does get sneaky to spawn on top of him. If they can pick up these 2 kills, they can take control of A yet again and really force CPLAY to play off the back foot, because they had A and B. They had, you know, uMAV controlled towards the outside, into the cold, into the snow. But right now, they're at potential to lose this one.
Yeah, but smart play on the respawns actually for a little while from CPLAY there. I think they were waiting to see where they should respawn into. A couple of the players were holding back to see whether it be A or B, but at the moment, it looks like this could be a tri-cap coming in. That's not ideal. CPLAY should be able to turn this one around, but the tickets are getting low. It's pretty much 40 left for the Russian side now if you subtract the 62, that obviously the advantage that uMAV had at the start. They're going to hold on to B for now. but they're not looking like they can push out of it. Look how aggressive uMAV are getting. They are right in their faces here. They're not allowing them to even consider crossing through mid. Marzu is pretty much their most defensive player who's right in the middle of the map. So no easy way through here, but actually Hunter in a good spot. If he could push through, that'd be great. But at the moment, B is still being contested. No chance of breaking through now. Baton respawned with Marzu, and at the moment, B is still their last hope.
They're not giving CPLAY any room to breathe. I mean, they're down to 85 tickets now. They haven't been able to lock down a flag for quite a while. They're finally going to get B back here, but honestly, they're still not going to get any tickets off of that. And 114 to 80 tickets now. It's just looking very grim for CPLAY and uMAV. They're showing no signs of stopping. They're getting more aggressive. They're getting more blood hungry. And 33 to 27 kills. It's only slightly in favor of uMAV right now, but it's not really reflective in how this game is going.
Yeah, and beautiful play from Marzu then, even denying the one chance they had of pushing up the stairwell by picking up 2, and we are seeing that tri-cap in effect. Big number of tickets bleeding away. 62 is the magic number. They're at 64 right now. I think the game is almost over on this map for CPLAY. As they've hit the number, they are going to be losing out on Locker. This will be going uMAV's way, but now it's all eyes towards the next map. It's Dawnbreaker. It didn't go well before.
No, not even close. One of the biggest leads we've seen throughout the day. Actually, one of the biggest leads we've seen throughout all 3 groups so far.
Pretty much.
We saw uMAV on Dawnbreaker early on. We obviously saw that they're not immortal on it.
No.
They can definitely be taken out. Meechmakers were able to do that, but they have to kind of look past that right now, or at least CPLAY look at it and be like, what did Meechmakers do against them right? And can we replicate that here in this short amount of time?
We can only wait and see, because, you know, last time we saw that, Marzu was quite quiet, actually, against MYM on that map.
Yeah.
This time he's on 30-5 already on Locker. So it's not going to be an easy battle. If CPLAY don't find their footing fast, it's going to slip away from them. Once uMAV get that confidence, you know, already they're kind of, you know, they've got half of their foot in the door towards getting to the offline finals. So that's just kind of adding fuel to the fire. They're almost there now. And that final push should be almost minimal compared to what CPLAY now have to overcome. They've battled their way through the lower bracket now. And it's, you know, it's not a pretty sight really for these guys. And they still got a long way to go. Yes,
they do. And the thing is, if they do manage to pull a victory on Dawn, then they have to play on Zavod. And uMAV, they're definitely not bad on Zavod either. They did a fantastic against Meechmakers. Obviously, they weren't able to pull out the victory on that one, but they're still 3 for 5 on it, or 3 for 6 now, I guess you could say. But they're still a damn strong team, and that's a map that really can fit their style, with Marzu just running around, picking up the kills, racking them up left and right.
Yeah, and they seem to want to keep playing this one out. I'm not sure why.
I'm telling the admins to switch the map, but they're just not.
Maybe they're taking it as warm-up. Maybe CPLAY just want to make sure they're out. There we are. The map will be changed. But guys at home, as you can see there on your screens in the lower third, if I can use English, it's always hard. You do need to get your predictions through to us. I'm not going to stress it any more than that. It's always welcomed. It's awesome to see who you're favoring in this one. You know, uMAV had a lot of fans earlier on, but they've been fairly quiet in Twitch chat. I'm not seeing the uMAV love hearts anymore, which is surprising. You know, ESC got a lot of those yesterday. It was like ESC love heart. I can kind of tell why. They're a cool team. I get it. But, you know, where's the uMAV love?
I'm confused what a love heart is.
It's less than
heart,
3.
Right? Okay, yeah. I don't know. I don't usually call those love hearts. They're usually just hearts.
But
yeah. But
what do you know?
There's no heart. Actually, I did use heart as an icon for. Yeah, a good point. I surrender.
I surrender. But no, Dawnbreaker will be the next map. Let me know your thoughts, obviously, via all the Twitter routes and all the social media aspects. We don't have Melly here to kind of let you guys know about that stuff, so I merely have to struggle with it myself very poorly and incoherently. It's like, Twitter, please, predictions, yes, me. And I hope that they get it. It normally doesn't work.
Speak like a caveman.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, it's like when I was playing League earlier with you, when people type in chat like I mid, I top, or whatever it is, I literally hear it in caveman. It's like, because they're obviously typing quite quickly because they want to get in game. And it's the same with this, like, I China. Okay, caveman, you go China. It's cool. It's great. I love it. It's a little bit of amusement that I get. And then sometimes, the worst thing is, though...
Until the Talon came bottom and completely destroyed us in that game.
That was so saddening. That was some bad times.
That was disheartening.
Yeah, it was. I'm not sure if we're live. I don't think we are. We can drop into game, however, and show you what we're staring at. I don't think the game's live just yet. I could be mistaken.
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure either right now.
You can alt-tab out and check, because it looks pretty damn live to me right now, actually.
I'm about to tab out and see. Changing map live. There we are. We are going straight live, actually. So, here we go. Let's go into the game and let's give you an update as to what's going on so far. For the Chinese side, it will be uMAV, and for the US side, it's going to be CPLAY. And already we are seeing a 2-1 in favor to uMAV, so not the best of starts, but Hunter's in a good spot to at least pick up this A side.
That still makes me sad that these guys can get in here and into this game before I can to even spectate and cast it. It's just, Makes me sad, Jason. But like you said, Hunter in a great position, gonna be able to cap over A here, and no one on uMAV's side able to defend against it. But look what we have. We have like a balcony fight breaking out between both teams here, with 2 men from each side. We see Astrix actually going on the backside from him, trying to catch him off guard here. Has been spotted out, so he's gonna be in a very precarious position, but sneaky. He's pushing down towards the top side, looking for Butts right there. Does get one shot onto him, but hasn't gotten the kill just yet.
Looking for Butts. I'm mature. But CPLAY once again being held at a 2-1. We might see a tri-cap coming in. Baden is in the perfect spot for this one. Aim a little bit further away on C, and we could see the likes of Sneaky actually coming back to defend that. So uMAV already at a very strong start here. So they're going to be picking up a solid 2-1 once again, pinning down the opponents to the more, well, not the ideal site of C here, but they are breaking through within the buildings. They've taken down Astrix, and look at the play coming in from Y there. He's going to be going all the way up towards A. One man stands in the way. It's Delarco. He knows these rotates better than anyone.
Oh.
This is his duty, but he's on the reload. He got caught out, caught his pants down. This could be the final turning point that, you know, CPLAY desperately needed. And
they're going to be able to cap over B here, it looks like, as well. So uMAV getting a little bit too cocky, a little out of position. They're going to trade C for it, and then they obviously have control of this balcony with the 3 men here. We do have actually Delarco rushing straight in, and it's funny because he's not playing that floater role that goes straight towards A like he was against Major Makers just in the game prior on. And I'm not sure if I agree with that little bit of a change in play stuff. Maybe it works in some teams, other teams it doesn't. But we are seeing Cyber kind of at least sit back, and I think that's maybe the difference, is that we see CPLAY leaving 1 man to defend A here, and Delarco would rather, you know, stay grouped with his team to push onto another flag.
I was about to say, I think they're just confident at winning these one-on-ones. They don't need him to be splitting to do the rotates. I think they feel as though they can just win out on B, which they're kind of doing. Finally, Baden does go down, but still, B is in their hands at the moment. I think they're just very confident in the fact that they can win them just head on, you know, without drawing anyone away from B towards A, for example. But now they're probably in a bit of a setup position, so Delarco might start considering the idea of a split, because, you know, the likes of Y's pushed down quite fairly aggressive, as is Aim, and as is Butts. But still, already, you know, it's sitting in UMAV's hands. They have nothing to worry about. Whether or not it's the A-B hold or, you know, BC, they're still comfortable. They may not be in the ideal setup, but they're making it hurt. And there's no random spawns coming in for CPLAY that can really offend or, you know, shake that C site until just now.
Well, right now, yeah, it's definitely the time to make it happen, because we see uMAV going straight in towards A. They're going for the tri-cap right now. We do have this back spawn coming in from CPLAY onto C here. And they are actually able to pick up the kills on a Sneaky and a Marsu to open up the balcony play by Baden. You're still here at the site. He's actually looking for a couple more kills. C hasn't been capped over just yet. It actually has stopped being capped over as they're waiting for the respawns to come in. But with Delarco coming down there, they're looking to spot that last man down there. If they could pick up that kill, they could stop the rest of the respawns from coming in. It looks like the rest of CPLAY, they kind of given up on that, as they actually are starting to go for the respawn towards A.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. They
wow.
definitely... Oh, there we go. Hunter's going to pick up C there. We are seeing A being the exchange site right now. Astrix making his way through. Aim is in on the site, checking his corners ferociously. Astrix is now waiting to push through. He's going to be met by some resistance here as soon as he comes around that corner. B is also being contested between Delarco and Butts. Butts did win that one-on-one out. And now here we go. Astrix is finally pushing in. He's going to be taken down. The reinforcements are arriving for CPLAY, but it doesn't matter. They've been decimated on the A site. The revives come in, and we are going to see CPLAY push back to holding down that BC site. It's, you know, doing fairly well for them right now, because uMAV could not get the sneaky convert towards C. Baden did get found, but now they're in the better position to maybe pick up that B site if they can get the kills in the back here.
And this is what we saw happen on Operation Locker in the first half, where the score was pretty damn even for the majority of the time, and then out of nowhere, uMAV just seemed to gain control and not let that one go, and Delarco's going to be pushing straight into B here. He's actually going to get taken down instantly because of the control that CPLAY has of this balcony. We're seeing Baden here try to contest it a little bit. He's actually going to catch Loose off guard here off to the side, and there still is 1 man there to kind of hold him back a little bit more, and while that's happening, Delarco's capping B.
Yeah, Delarco, he was trying to. And I think he might be able to actually pull that one off. No, he doesn't. No, he did get taken down. But you're seeing them kind of falling back to what they know best. And when they do that, it works. So Delarco splits up, gets A. B gets, you know, capped over by the rest of uMAV. And they get the kills in the back. They're just pinning them down now. As soon as they kind of go a little bit lax, they just hold them back in place. And it's like, right now the best that CPLAY can do is hope for a nice random spawn around the back of A. They've got it. But CB will stay in the hands of uMAV for at least now. Delarco probably won't win this one out there because there's 3 players against him. But already Astrix, Marzu, and Sneaky are eyeing up the top of the road because they know that A's going to be going over. Astrix is getting quite aggressive here, actually. Going to be just tucking in, waiting for maybe someone to walk past if anyone's silly enough to do it. They're going for the flat-out challenge. He does get picked up. So maybe this could be a breaking point for uMAV.
You do see the rest of uMAV, though, already set up towards B, waiting for anyone else to push out. I actually like what Baden's doing. He's backing away, just making sure no one rotates around towards the C side, because right now AIM is actually going for it here. They do have the back spawn as well with the help of Lewis and Asterix. He has to kind of peek back there, but he's not even looking in that direction. He's getting shot at. He knows they're back there now, so he's going to call in for some support right now. As they do get it, they're going to pick up the kills. He even sees AIM down in that pit. They know they're there. They're going to stop that push from coming in, and this should allow the rest of uMAV to maybe push into this A site, because Delarco, he's all over it, like a lot of things that are over it. I was going to go in a really bad direction there. Save me,
There's only one direction, but we are seeing Delarco doing the work, so he's picked up the kill onto Cyber, and now we're seeing A going back over towards uMAV. He's the one-man band. Right now, this could be a trip cap if they deny the takeover on B from CPLAY. And while actually they're not in the best spot to do so, they're going to be holding on towards C and A right here, and then maybe getting the respawns in towards Marzu and Sneaky, but we'll see how this one goes. Actually, it's Asterix reinforcing on towards that A side. He's going to pick up the kills. So nice little split, pretty much pintering them in towards that B section. And let's hope that Y does get caught up by Baden so they can hold on towards C. Because at the moment, those tickets are actually getting pretty damn low for CPLAY. Their game plan's pretty much been worked out here. And we are seeing a trip cap coming through. And that is just adding salt to the wound.
And this is what we saw happen earlier on in Operation Locker. I mean, uMAV, they seemed to get control halfway through. When they did, they locked it down. 75-22 is the tickets. They had 62 on Operation Locker at the end of that first half, and they were just picking up kills left and right. 53-33. That's 20, basically 20 points in kills alone that they've been able to pick up. And CPLAY moving in from the south side along this this road here. They might be able to catch B, because you see the rest of uMAV kind of pushed around C, overcommitting a little bit, but they're going for the cap onto it. And can Delarco hold on? Nope, he can't hold on to that. I have the death finger, apparently, as what it was called. But Baden will be able to lock down C, and we'll be able to pretty much give them that 2-to-1 cap still. Yeah,
and this probably is going to be enough, or the final push will happen now, maybe towards the B site, to kind of seal the deal here for CPLAY. They are now down to only 9 tickets, 72 in advantage to uMAV, sitting in that 2-to-1 hold, looking confident, looking comfortable. And now Hunter, AIM, and Co can now just try and chip away. But with 5 tickets left, it is their last stand on B now. If they can maybe swing this, they might be able to chip away some. But I think this is going to be a drastic lead over towards uMAV, who want to make sure they are getting towards that offline final. And now with a 71 ticket deficit towards CPLAY, they are in trouble.
They definitely are, but luckily for them, that's 34 points less than they had to deal with last time, with 105 by uMAV on this map. So they do have a little bit of something to look forward to, but still, that's a lot of damage done. And actually, CPLAY lost a man. I'm not sure if that was actually after the half was done or if that was during. But either way, that man needs to come back here, because they need everyone they could possibly get.
Yeah, Marzu on 15-8, 19-7 for Asterix as well. Really big play. Sneaky clearly disconnected at some point as well, so uMAV weren't in the best spot all the way through. So, you know, uMAV did the damage when they had to, winning those one-on-ones as we mentioned. Interesting play, finally falling back to leaving Delarco to do the rotating business that he does like, you know, splitting up between A and C.
He's doing the dirty work, but it always works out. And he was able to pick up the kills. He was able to fight. I mean, the thing is, what he did so well, he's not like the best aimer in the world, but he's so smart that he knows when he can push into A when there's no one there and cap it over.
Oh, Cyber was 2-16, so he may have been crying rather than crashing, according to someone in our group.
Really?
Yeah, 2-16 is pretty grim. Ouch. That's you know
I feel like you might be able to put up a better score than that if you were to play.
Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome.
That's nice of you.
It's a compliment.
It's a rather backhanded one. Like, hell, I think even you could get 2 kills.
I'm saying that you can probably play with some of the best in Battlefield. Jeez.
Yeah, that's exactly what you
could probably get at least 2 kills against the #2 team in the EMS 1 season.
Hey, look, I could out-aim Winghaven any day. I'm happy with that.
I hope he's watching. Hell, I feel like we need to have this actually happen.
Oh, dude, I'll take him one-on-one anytime in enemy territory.
Oh, well, you changed the game.
I never specified what game.
Like, doesn't that game not require aim? Like, I watched the frag videos and it's just like they just have no recoil. They just like shoot and.
So you're basically saying anything on the Quake engine doesn't need aim. Let's watch like Jason be lynched by Twitch chat.
I feel like that's correct. I've become immune to Twitch chat. If you ever casted League of Legends, you kind of have been able to do that.
I never sunk that low.
I'm just gonna let you sit with that one. I know there's people out there that are like, "Wow."
No, I'm happy here. Look, I cast FPS games. This is my realm. I'm happy here. You know, guys in chat, do let him know that, you know, let's be serious.
I won't look at chat. Don't worry. It's okay.
I'm looking at chat. I'm looking at you guys. You know, support me on this. They've been talking about COD 4, so I'm just like happy as hell here. Like everyone's like, "Yeah, Vacant was a really bad map." I'm like, "Yes, it was."
I'm sorry, the best COD game was clearly Black Ops. God, I hated that game.
Oh, you talk about funny things.
I just
We
said I
were just
hated
waiting,
that
obviously,
game.
for the player to join up. You didn't like Black Ops?
No, I didn't like Black Ops.
I think it was the best of a bad bunch towards the end.
I liked
Call of
Modern
Duty.
Warfare 2 because it was the first Call of Duty I played, and then I realized that it's supposed to be better than that. But yeah, I haven't played a Call of Duty since Black Ops 1.
I personally am like COD 4 Pro Mod. COD 2,
they never had a
and
pro
then
mod for
UO.
like Modern Warfare 2 that I
Yeah,
remember.
because they didn't allow modding tools.
Yeah, see, a pro mod would have been perfect. Like I missed the ability to like
Change
quick scope
FOV.
yeah, that as well, but also like quick scope with snipers. Like, come on. Like if you play in the COD, so you get auto aim, it helps you out. But
The
on
one thing
PC,
that
it's just like
upsets
no,
me,
you have to
right?
actually learn how to aim to shoot.
I was really okay. The one thing that upset me about Call of Duty that I really like about Battlefield is they don't make it completely like you're playing on this resolution with this FPS with this FOV and you can change nothing. You just be sad with our choices here because that's basically what happened to COD towards the end. And you know, I love you guys out in Activision. Next time you want to invite me to a party, that's all cool. You know, that's fine. Probably not going to be getting that invite anymore. But no, you know. I'm not a big fan of the
Well, I
new
know there's a
titles.
couple of like new FPSs that are coming out soon that you're actually a big fan of.
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna name a couple, but I don't know if you're okay with me naming them.
Hey, Extraction is a very good game.
It actually looks pretty fun.
Hey, and they're the ones that kind of made enemy territory, right?
And what about Titanfall?
I'm yet to be sold on Titanfall. It's like I'm kind of in between it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like
Well, we are getting
looks
beta keys, so
cool.
we'll definitely try it out and let you guys know.
Yeah, it looks
If you follow
cool,
us on
but
Twitter,
then-
you'll find
yeah,
out.
exactly. That's
They call me Pennington at J Kaplan.
And I tweet really cool pictures from Poland. Did you see that one?
I tweet
with
pictures
Belly?
of puppies.
Yeah, that's a damn. You beat me. You can't beat puppies.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Or like little baby kittens. I see so many like cute things just like in between you and Isa.
I'll tweet you a baby sloth later on tonight.
That'd be awesome.
But anyways, we are going to get underway here with potentially the final half of this of tonight of Group C. We have uMAV over on the US side. We have CPLAY over on the Chinese side. And let's see, are CPLAY going to go for that boost that we typically see out of teams? Yes, they are. They're going to get the respawns, and we're going to see the action breakdown to B most likely here. And there's only one man here to really stop it or really defend against it.
Let's see if Marzu can hold them at bay. I think the very swift question there, answer there was no. But actually, A not being picked up, CPLAY not doing the boost, and already Sneaky coming in big on B. This is unbelievable. One site has all that's been capped so far. Finally, A is being picked up by CPLAY. But B still fully open for the grabs here. Bit of an early rotate from Butts, going right down the road. You can see the attention from Baden there, keeping his eye on the Butts there, making his way through. But C still in the hands of uMAV. They've actually picked up B as well. Marzu in the perfect spot now to hold them back, just to be a pest. Push up, do what Blade was doing before, do what Mayek is known to do. Really be that annoying player just being in their way. And already A going over towards uMAV as well. This is unbelievable. Delarco doing what he does best, going on those rotates, being the biggest noise as well. And it was actually an exchange. It was a clean exchange. No one walked away with a victory on that one. CPLAY will pick it back up, but it's also removed a member from the B push.
And Butts, he's backing it up over towards C. He's trying to get the back cap onto him. Unfortunately, it's not really working out. Soft area like that, Lord, come on. But he's partially going to get taken down. Not going to be able to survive that one. Not going to be able to get that back cap. But either way, that distraction he pulled off was able to give A over to CPLAY and B as well.
Right, so let's see how this one plays out now. Because CPLAY do have the 2-to-1 hold here, but you already see Delarco starting to consider the rotate option. He's the sneakiest man I've ever seen. He picks up one kill, picks up the double. Beautiful stuff from Delarco, opening up towards A. If he gets maybe a respawn on him, he could have done some real damage there, but he does finally get found by Y and does get taken down. But in the meantime, uMAV have found that B side, and they're like, you know what, we quite like this one. We're going to pick that up for ourselves and get ourselves set up to hold this.
Oh, we see Asterix. He's going to be defending against 4 men, it looks like, from CPLAY. Picks up one on the loose, and that looks like the other 2 men, at least one more, did go down. The other 2 are contemplating where to go off of this, and that has stalled them for a very long time. They finally make the push towards B, it looks like, or towards C, sorry. But they're still very split. They're still not really decided right now. Asterix finally did fall here, and we have no one else to defend against this B cap currently. And Delarco, he's looking for that flank coming from the side. He knows how this area is played, and he's going to start pushing towards A. Yet again, what a surprise. Or he's not.
Ooh, finally getting found.
Actually, we have a new guy, Torcada, joining us. So it looks like he did replace the 2 and 16.
Yeah, like I feel really bad for anyone who kind of has those performances where it really does matter. And at the moment, CPLAY are pulling this one back. But let's bear in mind, once again, CPLAY have a deficit of 71 tickets due to the fact uMAV picked up the first map in some style. This triple cap is certainly going to get them in the right path here to really work this down. And, you know, if they can sort this out, maybe Torco, Torco. Torco is what I'm going with. Torco.
Torcata?
There's no, it's not Torcata though. It's
Torcota?
Dakota.
Torcota?
Dakota.
It's like the Dodge, no, like the
No.
American Dakota.
America. But we are seeing C now being picked back up for uMAV. They've still got B in their hands, and it does seem as though finally the threat on A was dealt with by AIM. But yeah, it seems like a little bit of a refreshed CPLAY. But as you mentioned, with such a deficit, it has to be trip caps all the way now.
It has. I mean, it has to be because you don't have very many tickets to play with. You can see uMAV. They're playing a little bit conservative. They're not trying to rush things down just yet. Look at Butts. He's playing. I don't know what he's doing. He's backing it up onto that chain link fence. Maybe I think he's stuck. He might be stuck.
Oh wow.
He might be stuck, and he might be. Yep, there it is. He's suiciding. So that's a little bit unfortunate for him. Maybe a part of his body was too big to get through that little hole. Lose his butt. If you guys are at home wondering.
I get that really great joke you just made then. We are still seeing a 2-1 in favor to uMAV here. And uMAV are in the perfect spot to pick up A. No one there to contest it. They might lose out on C, or they should lose out on C to say the very least. But 92 tickets left. We are very close to uMAV now, joining the rest of the teams into the offline finals, joining MYM from Group C. 90 tickets left for CPLAY. Something magical has to now happen here. And well, Butts has to go pretty damn big if he wants to hold on to the C side by himself. One player staring him down, Asterix. Looking like he's ready to pick this one up. Fine coming in. He's going to be spawning out Hunter first. But not being able to spot that Butt just around the corner.
All right, now you're seeing 82 tickets remain. This is coming into the final stretch. Luce is the only man alive here, and this is going to be really unfortunate because they have to do something right now. This could be the end of CPLAY. This is their last chance to lock down their spot into the offline finals, and it looks like uMAV are finally going to do it here, qualifying second. They're hashtag always second, it seems, because they can't seem to win anything in first place. That might change when we get into the offline finals coming up March 1st and 2nd with teams like Dignitas, Fnatic, Pyrogen, and ESC. And uMAV, they're locking this one down. There's the last ticket coming in just a second, and that will be uMAV locking in their position. You see them happy. Well, you see the other team, unfortunately, not happy as they just leave the server instantly. Yep. Or maybe you didn't see that as you see our lovely faces. But congratulations to them. They got it. It doesn't matter what position you came in as long as you got through and got into these offline finals, because that's where the money comes in. That's where the big money comes in. That's where the pride is at stake.
It's not small money at this point now. It's a good chunk of change to whoever finishes first. Yeah. So these guys clearly going to be practicing. So congratulations, uMAV. You'll be joining the likes of MYM from this group alone, but the likes of Fnatic, Dignitas, Pyrogen, and ESC. So far, the only teams to qualify, we still have one more group to go. So still a lot up in the air. A lot more teams can join them. But the likes of Epsilon still yet to be seen. Well,
speaking of groups, let's take a look at the groups actually we have coming up tomorrow. And just take a look at the general groups that we've had throughout the entire, past 3 days, including today. For Group D, tomorrow at 1900 CET, we have Epsilon, Gamers Connection, Planet Key Dynamics, and Eyeballers with that new man, Kawa, who was over from Yoki. That is a very hard group to predict.
Dangerous.
I mean, even with Epsilon in there, because Mayak won't be playing with them, I don't even know who comes in first on that one. Yeah.
We failed parlously at guessing who finishes first out of these groups, all right? So
we should just stop. I mean,
I'm going to say Epsilon. I think they're probably the safest bet here, unless they truly mess something up. They're probably one of the strongest teams, I feel. At this point, they're one of the most unknown elements on occasion because they're still a bit of a mixed team thrown together, and they're still very hard to read, unlike, Fnatic or Dignitas maybe, but still. Big games tomorrow.
I have high expectations for Eyeballers. I don't know about you. I mean, you've talked Kawa up to me, off stream, obviously. He's a good friend of yours.
Teammate. It kind of makes me sound good by proxy.
Let's not go that far. But they look terrible. I mean, they look so bad throughout all the cups. I mean, when we first cast them, that was like the first match we saw that was actually really close between both teams. I don't remember who they were playing at the time. I think maybe it was Fnatic or something like that.
Yeah, I can imagine it was. Yeah.
They look so bad, and I wonder if Kawa coming to the team can really give them that little bit of burst of energy or burst into some morale, because we saw the difference that he made on Yoki and how different they played. I wonder if he can make Eyeballers that much better.
But it's very, as I used to play them, if he's doing the same kind of similar role within the team and in Battlefield, not sure if he is. He used to be, the in-game leader, the team captain, and he's very good at it. But then obviously you have to now put your complete faith in someone brand new that you may not know. Obviously they're all Swedish now, I can imagine. I think they're a full Swedish lineup now with Koa joining in. But, you've got to listen to someone completely new. You have to put all your trust into it because, Battlefield is all about teamwork at the end of the day. You can be the best aimers in the world, but someone who plays the flag game will completely spank you out of it because at the end of the day, you're not going to win a 1-on-3 unless maybe on Mayak. But, there's very few players who can kind of counterbalance the impact of playing as a team. But hopefully those guys can pull together because that would make that group truly the group of death. Maybe Epsilon looks safe, but you know, there's a lot of teams in there who can cause damage. But to give you guys an update in case you aren't truly aware, and obviously you can head over to battlefield-ems1.com and check it out for yourselves, is pretty much, you know, the teams that are already secured into the finals. So Fnatic and Dignitas were the first to join in, you know, from Group A, then followed by Pyrogen and ESC, a true upset there, because against all authority, we're in the top 4, and a team like Pyrogen completely spanked them, coming into 16th originally into this stage. And then obviously MYM today being the first team through, now joined by uMAV. So there's the bracket for today. You can see that obviously uMAV had a little bit of a tougher, you know, games, you know, to kind of work through, as they did drop down to the lowers there, had to, you know, fight down CPLAY, and obviously, you know, losing against Meet Jamaicas earlier on, but they, you know, they worked through it. It was certainly a good game for them in the end of it.
Yeah, and the thing was, I mean, it's not like Meet Jamaicas just completely stomped them or walked over. I mean, the score was 35 in the or 35 tickets in the first map, 17 in the second. Like, they put up a good fight, but I think this is maybe a wake-up call to uMAV. Like, maybe they're gonna, you know, look at this and be like, you know, I'm tired of getting second all the time. I want to be able to get first, and I know a team like them are gonna put in so much work to get prepared for this that other teams should really watch out for it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna be looking back at VODs at all these teams playing against each other on these maps, because map choice, it's really important, I have to say. I mean, it kind of, we don't really talk about it too much in terms of how it can benefit or, you know, obviously change a result for a team, but certain teams have different styles that fit certain maps, and I think they're going to be looking into all that.
They certainly will be. Whoever qualifies through will be going through every single VOD, every single thing they can to really find out, you know, their best strengths, their biggest weaknesses, and how to overcome that. But guys, if you have enjoyed today's show, we pretty much assure you you'll be enjoying tomorrow's as well. So do make sure you follow this Twitch channel. Obviously, just clicking that below will give you an update as soon as we go live, which will be at 1900 CET, because he got all sad when I said 7 CET. But either way, make sure you tune back in there, and make sure you follow us on Twitter, because we will be keeping you up to date. Obviously, for myself, at They Call Me Pansy, for this lovely man beside me, at Jay Kaplan. And hopefully, we'll be seeing you tomorrow. So guys, do make sure you tune in. We'll be here. Hopefully, you'll be as well.